I think it would be so beneficial for the majority of haunts to start doing background checks. Now, I have been told by a small business owner that, small businesses hardly ever do background checks. It's not normal for a small business to do a background check. And while that may be true, that's not every small business. And also, if it's the majority of small businesses that aren't doing that, I don't like that answer, specifically because of what the job entails. You are in a position where you are creating a simulated horror experience. What does simulated horror often include? Depictions of violence, depictions of extremely stressful situations, depictions of unsafe situations that have been simulated in a way that makes it safe for people to experience, for an adrenaline rush, for thrill seeking, for entertainment. I think it would be great to, have the information to make an informed decision on who you are letting into your haunt, because I have met several people who really should not be working at a haunted house. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't mean to fearmonger, but I do tell it how it is, okay? Like, I'm sorry, but I have actively chosen not to go to a haunt because I know that there are that there is one or more actor who has violent tendencies, like locally, and I'm a haunt actor. And I don't say that to scare customers. I don't say that to be like, oh, fear mongering. This is just the truth. I'm sorry. I am not the Lorax of the haunt industry. I don't speak for the haunt industry. I speak about the haunt industry, even the parts that people would rather me not to. Okay? So I think it would genuinely be beneficial. And every haunt owner is going to have the threshold of where they don't want someone working, and I think most owners would probably draw that line at violent offenses such as domestic assault and domestic battery. I would like to think that anyway. And I would like to definitely think that when confronted with something as horrific as harming a child or owning material, CSAM material, I would like to think that every owner would be like, no, I'm sorry, no, you cannot work here, especially if children are allowed. I would love to think that that would be, the threshold of like, no, I don't want you working in a high stress scene where people are scared of you and they are vulnerable and you are in command of the scene and you are simulating a horror experience and sometimes you're alone with the customer. I would like to think that that would be the threshold. Because I'm going to be honest, a drug offense, I don't give a hoot nor a holler. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. You got picked up for defacing public property. You stole something from Walmart. I don't give a shit. You put your hands on your partner. You sexually assaulted someone. You hurt a child. You harassed or stalked someone. I care. I care a lot. I understand background checks are extra money, it's extra time. And in a fucked up way, I know some people are thinking about this, but it does close the pool of of who you can hire. Because I know for some really shitty people, and I would love to think that there are not a bunch of just shithole people out there, but unfortunately in my area there are more and more popping up, and they're shitholes for different reasons. But I know some shitholes specifically are in out of sight, out of mind. If I don't know about it, it's not my problem. If I know about it, then I have to do something about it. It's not really that I care that much, but for optics, if somebody I hired is now like known for being a predator, I have to do something about that. But this will turn into a very, very bad conversation if I just keep talking. And I understand that it's hard enough to staff haunts as it is, because trust me, I have worked the nights where only 8 actors have shown up, and trust me, we have more than 8 spots that need to be filled. In fact, we have about 15 main spots that need actors in them, and now what are we gonna do? I get it, I do, but I think morals and integrity should still exist, you know? And I would like to also think that I work at a place with moral and integrities, but also I am far too, what's the word? Hardened, I guess. Wise, the opposite of naive, to just fully put my trust in someone based on optics, okay? You will not catch me putting somebody on a pedestal. You will not catch me being like, okay, we're family just because we work in the same spot. If I am to consider you family, that takes work. That takes a relationship, that takes rapport. Because another thing's like, oh, I don't want to know if they did something bad. I really like that. It's not gonna hurt my feelings any if you turn out to be an absolute fucking asshole. It is going to hurt my soul that another one of you exists. My eyes are unfocused. Can you tell? Oh my gosh. Anyway, I kind of went on a little bit of a rant, but a background check's good. Knowing about even the smallest little speeding or parking infraction, good, you know. I believe it is time for bed though, because my medicine is kicking in,